Welcome to the Orgasmic Enlightenment Podcast, where the sexual and spiritual come together. I'm Kim Anami, and you are listening to the audio version of one of my bi-weekly YouTube videos. You can listen to it here or head over to my YouTube channel to watch the original with all of the sensual and sublime visuals. The 30-Day Sex Challenge. What is it? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's sex every day in some way. Intercourse, oral, anal, manual for 30 days in a row. So what are the benefits of having sex 30 days in a row? It kickstarts your libido and your sexual energy if you feel like you've been out of touch with them. And it brings you up to a sexual simmer, which is where I believe that everyone ought to live. So if 0 is ice and 10 is boiling, you want to hover at a simmer, which is like a 7 to 10, constantly. Like there's always this constant hum of sexual energy and electricity between you. This is what binds you together and keeps you connected through thick and thin. And through this, you learn how to use sex as a way to process and transform yourself. So all of this stuff that goes on in your lives, you come back to your sexual connection as being this catalyst, this energy mover and shaker, this sanctuary for everything in your lives. Sex every day? That's not very spontaneous. Well, let me tell you a story. So there was once a woman who lived in the south of the US, and she'd been married for 20 years to her husband, and she decided to give him a very special present for his 40th birthday, 365 days of sex. And he at first was a little bit like, oh, that's not very spontaneous, that's not very sexy. And she said, look, like 4 kids, 20 years, big elephant in the room, we do not have sex like we used to, and I think this is a vital part of our relationship, so I think we should do this. So he agreed in the end. So they did their 1-year daily sex experiment, and at the end of it, they both said that this was the best year of their marriage by far, and that it just lubricated everything in their relationship. And there were days when they didn't necessarily feel like doing it. They wouldn't have done it if they hadn't been compelled to do it. And they did it, and they always felt better afterward. So this was a huge revelation to them and really showed them the power of prioritizing their sex and intimate life. Who can do it? Anyone can do it. Singles, you can totally do this challenge even if you don't have a partner. In fact, this is one of the best times to do it. Some of my most sexually charged chapters of my life have been when I was single. Masturbating for 30 days in a row will give you a beautiful glow and tons of energy, and it will help you to magnetize everything from career opportunities to new friends to new lovers. Just you watch. For more about the whole solo sex date, check out my podcast on that topic, and I'll put the link for that below this video. Couples, everyone is welcome to do this so long as you aren't at each other's throats. And I don't mean genitals down each other's throats. I mean if you're in a very rocky place. So if you're furious at each other, disgusted by each other, not feeling attracted to each other, then first focus on improving your communication, clearing the blockages that have been in that space, and let the sexual desire arise out of that before you do a challenge like this. So for more guidance on block clearing and cultivating that gourmet sex energy, check out my video, How to Spice Up Your Love Life Even If You Don't Have One, and Gourmet Sex. Again, I will put all of those resources below this video. So here are the guidelines. Some form of sex every day. It has to involve genital touch and pleasure. If you absolutely have to skip one day, then you can make it up the next day. In other words, you have sex twice the following day, and you're allowed 2 makeup sessions over the duration of the 30 days. So in terms of the quality of your sex dates, like I've already talked to you about the power of a 3-hour weekly sex date, at least the concept of slow build up and enjoying, expanding that whole experience. So if it's not really about one person coming or not coming, like that's great if you do. If not, this is about exploration, committing to the process, and seeing where you get to at the end of 30 days of consistent attention on your sex life. If you're separated by physical distance, then it's Skype sex for you or phone sex. For extra credit and the chance to win a spot in my Coming Together Couple Salon, record your sex challenge experience in some way. You don't need to send me naked selfies, but some kind of facial demonstration of before and after. So if you monitor your progress and you catalog it throughout the whole experience, I would love to see your before and afters. And like, explain to me what happens. How did you feel before? Where were you at? And then what happened after the 30 days of doing this commitment? And you can record this on video. You can send me photos with some text accompanying it. Send all of your selfie photos, image links, videos, whatever you want to info@kimanami.com. And we'll choose a winner. But let's face it, you'll all be winners. For more bodacious life, love, sex, and orgasmic enlightenment, subscribe. And to check out Coming Together, follow the link below for the free video series and all of the salon information.